This is the most dangerous hotel in the world.
But why does it even exist? Well, to answer that question, I'm going to the middle of the ocean to meet the owner and stay there for 100 hours. I arrived at the hotel and they lifted me up by a literal rope swing, and once the boat left, I was stranded.
The tower itself was built in 1964. I was built in 1960.
I got to meet Richard, who is the owner, and he told us the rules and then actually offered to give me a tour of the entire hotel.
The tower itself has been through many different hurricanes and flags get really torn up. You can see that over there, even though you don't see any land, is where we came from. Everything is always in a constant state of repair, from putting in new ceilings to rebuilding rooms to putting together beds to, yeah, this place is a dump. This is truly one of the most dangerous areas in the whole place. So when you go down in this area, try not to fall off. It's 65 feet down to the water.
This is no joke. There's not really any guide rails or anything.
It's got a great view though, doesn't it?
It looks like parts of it have seen better days for sure. I mean, I signed the waiver, so.
You signed the waiver.
What other hotel do you literally have to sign a waiver to go to?
Come on, let's go on up. Check it out.
So right now, how far above water are we?
90 feet above the water right now.
If I fell, would I die?
No, not unless you landed on a boat.
They actually have an alarm system for if someone falls in the water, and again, what other hotel has that?
I feel like I'll definitely hit my head on this.
Hey, life is made for short people, and don't trip on the unicycle.
Why? Okay.
We are currently at 126 feet above the water right now.
So now you can see this whole tower from up here.
After the tour finished, I just decided to settle into my room a bit.
Grayson, this will be your room tonight. We got the crew room.
I settled into this crew room. There's a couple bunk beds and a bunch of junk. I think this is where I'm gonna stay. And you can tell I already got comfortable.
And then I took a quick shower and joined everyone for lunch, except I don't know how to cook. There were so many ingredients and so much food, but I'm used to like Chipotle, so I don't really know what to make. A sandwich. I made a sandwich, and this might have been the most dangerous encounter yet. But I sat down at the table with everyone else and started to meet everyone. After lunch, I thought it would be fun to go explore the hotel a bit on my own and see what I could find.
I don't know if I'm showing up on camera. It's pretty cloudy. It looks like it's gonna rain over there.
The idea of it raining stressed me out because this support pipe already broke off a few years ago, and we kind of need those.
I think it's kind of crazy knowing that this is the only land for so many miles. Why do they need a grill? I feel like this would just be the craziest place to grill. You were literally standing.
The hotel is split into 4 parts, with the kitchen and living room being in one section, the equipment and storage in another section, and then 2 sections for bedrooms.
You can see places like this. There's this really rusty, broken support right there. So then they just put a new one right next to it. And I think that's what they're doing over here.
Work is constantly being done to keep the hotel from falling into the ocean, which sounds like an exaggeration, but it's not. Richard told me that if they stopped fixing things, after enough time, a storm would hit and it would just fall into the ocean.
Can you tighten this guy a little bit?
You nervous down there?
Not really. I feel pretty comfortable. It was a little scary getting in here,
Yeah.
but got all my tools and stuff.
But before long, the sun set on the first day and I went to bed. I woke up in the middle of the night and decided to see how dark the ocean was. And yeah, it was the darkest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like if I fell in the water, no one would ever see me or notice. Anyways, morning came and I was now about 20 hours into my stay.
Ow. Ow. I gotta lean more forward than I thought. Things have kind of gotten into a flow here. There's a lot of people working, people cleaning, people getting ready to cook. I'm not experienced in anything. Listen, I've cleaned where I can. I don't really know how to cook and I can't weld. So this has been my little workstation for the time period. There's a surprisingly good Wi-Fi connection here. You'd think being out in the middle of nowhere would mean that you wouldn't be able to connect to the internet. You'd be wrong.
The ladies cooked up another fantastic dinner, and then we went up to the roof to watch the sunset outside. My lens started to fog up because of how humid it was, but trust me when I say that it was absolutely beautiful. Despite it being a dangerous hotel, there's still something beautiful about being in the middle of the ocean and watching the sunset. It's just a nice, peaceful experience that you can't really get at any other hotel. Usually all you get is a really loud air conditioner. Richard told us that he had a special surprise for us that night, and sure enough, we ended the night with some fireworks.
Good morning, everyone. It's day 3. I've now been here for about 48 hours. I have this big fan running in the background. I don't know if you can see it. That helps me not burn alive. It's amazing to me how blue the water is, man. Oh, look, a boat. Hello, friendly. I would fly my drone to you, but it's really windy and my drone's like 1 pound, so that thing's gonna go flying. I mean, like, obviously flying, but...
Listen, I trust Richard and the engineering of this hotel, but you can't tell me that this doesn't look like it should have support beams. Look at these 2 holes. Why are there not support beams there. And one of the metal bars under it was bent, which is cool.
Sometimes I have to like hold my camera out over the edge. If I drop this camera and all the footage gets lost, I'm jumping down with it.
We all sat down for some lunch, and then I headed back up top to relax and get some sun.
It's so bright out here. Am I like facing towards the sun? The sun's that way, should I? I'm gonna look this way. So according to this compass on the ground, this way is northwest. That's where I live.
So land was about a 2-hour boat ride that way, which is really scary when you think about it. Like if anything went wrong, we couldn't get help for literal hours. If someone needed to go to the hospital, we were just kind of out of luck.
Now is the time. We have a zero current situation. You ready to get in the water?
Swimming?
Yeah, let's get you down there.
Let's go swimming. There's barracudas, there's sharks, 50 feet deep, lots of metal, fun time.
He lowered everyone down on the rope swings one by one, and then it was my turn.
Oh my, this is actually crazy.
I'm gonna reiterate real quick that this is a rope swing. I'm sitting on a wooden plank holding onto a rope 100 feet above the water. What is going on? The deepest water I've ever swam in is at my local pool, and now suddenly I'm looking straight down at this rusty metal structure and so many fish, literally 30 miles from land.
See you around.
It was actually so insane to swim around and see hundreds of fish below me at any given time. While it did freak me out some, I was really starting to embrace the thrill of being out here.
Oh, I hate crabs, bro. I hate crabs. It is literally like 50 feet straight down to the ocean floor down there. I can't see the bottom. I can't see anything. Dude, this is actually wild. Like, look where I am right now. I'm underneath this giant structure.
I tried to swim lower to see some more, but I guess I can't hold my breath for very long because I couldn't go that far.
I cannot go down that far.
And at one point, these two big fish started swimming right at me, and you can tell that I genuinely got freaked out by that. I also want to point out how absolutely stupid I look with a snorkel on. I don't know why I look like that. Anyways, after a while, the current started to get pretty strong, and I didn't want to get swept out to sea and die, so they lowered the rope swing, and I was raised back up to the tower.
My rescue. My chair of rescue. It just feels so good to be disconnected from everything. Like I'm not sitting on my computer playing games. I'm not wasting my time in bed on my phone. I feel like a lot of times at home, I can't focus on anything. I can't come up with video ideas. But recently, I've been using vidIQ to help me come up with video ideas, and it is so much easier.
vidIQ is an awesome tool that helps me and so many other people just make better videos. It has an AI tool that generates viral ideas specific to your channel, and you can ask it any question about your channel, and it'll answer.
It's literally the reason I'm here. It came up with this idea.
There are so many other features that'll help you out, so I partnered with them to get you vidIQ for 98% off your first month. That's $1.
Genuinely, I cannot think of a better use of $1.
If you want to learn the secrets on how to break the algorithm and grow your channel, check out vidIQ in the description.
And with that being said, I think dinner's ready.
We ate a quick dinner and then we all watched the sunset together, which was absolutely beautiful again. And once it got dark, there was a new surprise for the night. Chinese lanterns.
Let's get some lift. It's going. I don't want it to hit the tower and then...
As it catches on fire, it's gonna burn Old Glory.
Oh my god. Our little lantern off into the night.
Like in Central Park, they put like 1,000 of these up. How do they do that?
Well, it's not in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, we're in the middle of the ocean. It's windy, man.
Good point.
Hold on. Are we gonna talk about the fact that this guy just picked up fire and threw it? How did you do that? What is going on?
It's just gonna burn.
Oh, there you go. Hey. That actually worked somehow. Mine was the most successful, so I think that means I'm the best, I guess. I mean, you can still see it over there. Day 3 has been a success. Let's do it. Day 4. Day 4? Listen, I'm just gonna keep it real with you guys. The first day, I didn't like it here. I was really seasick, and I know that didn't help. There were just a bunch of strangers. I didn't feel like I fit in. I always felt awkward whenever I had to bring out a camera for something, so there isn't as much footage as I would have liked. But I don't know. We're all laughing together, eating together, playing games together, just having fun. It's just so crazy. Like, I would have never met these people before.
And yet, here I was in the middle of the ocean becoming friends with him. Anyways, a little later, Richard said that he actually needed to scuba dive to go fix something in the water. He said he was going to be underwater for like 30 minutes, so I just went back inside and didn't really think much of it. But little did I know there was going to be a major problem with his dive. He lost visibility underwater and started getting swept away from the tower by the current, and I didn't know this was happening. Luckily, after a while, they saved him and he made it back to the tower safe and sound, and I didn't know this happened until like 2 hours later. After all of this, there were only about 24 hours left at the hotel.
All right, the guys just told me while I was sitting down hanging out, said, hey, you wanna come weld with us? Thought they were joking. So I'm gonna learn how to weld. What do you call these, the sleeves? Got my sleeves on, it works. So what's just this is the go button?
If you thought I wasn't helping out at the hotel, you'd be wrong. Look at me go. I'm a welding champ. I'm the best in the game. I'm unstoppable.
Okay, that was crazy. You know, I felt bad before for not contributing and just kind of walking around with a camera all day. But now, I welded. I mean, I did my job. I filled up that little hole real good. And now the tower is safe, thanks to me. No need to thank me, guys. No need to, come on, guys.
We had our last dinner of the trip, and then the guys challenged me to try this game where I have to drop this ring and land it on the hook.
Oh, you got robbed, man. Oh, that was a good theory. Oh, yay. Good job.
Yes. Well done.
I got on my third try. It's pretty fun, easier than I thought, but you know, I can understand how some people can struggle with it, so.
The first boat arrived to the hotel, taking some of our friends back to shore, and a few hours later, it was time for me to go. So that was it. I survived 100 hours on the world's loneliest hotel, and nothing went wrong. Make sure to check out vidIQ in the description for 98% off, and thanks for watching.